Hey, good afternoon, ladies. Nice Girl Jen here, Jennifer Delatorre, creator, founder of Nice Girls Finish Last, doing a live for you today on a little bit of training. So as you know, you're out there and you're promoting your business. You've got a great product or service, but let's be honest, nobody really has an original product. Nobody really has an original service. It's at one point or another has been done before. So how are you supposed to be online social media and get your name across, get your product across without blending in with everybody else? How are you supposed to do that? Hey, how are you doing? Say hello and share this video if you know any women entrepreneurs that may need this. So today what I'm going to talk about are the 10 ways to determine how you can stand out against your competitors in business, because we all have them. I'm not the only woman online teaching to women about how to build their business. You're not the only person online selling cosmetics. You're not the only person online selling financial services. Hi Ying, how are you? You are not the only person online selling fitness, right? So how are you supposed to stand out? How are you supposed to get customers and compete against all of your competitors? Well, if you have not heard me say this before, and I'm sure that you have if you've been watching for a while, you are not in the quilting business. You're not in the cosmetics business. You're not in the nanny daycare business or whatever it is that you sell. Your business is marketing. And it's not some mysterious thing that only special and intelligent people know. It's something that you should know if you consider yourself a business owner. Hey, Christine, how's it going? You guys, thanks for joining, and share this live if you have friends on your list who are women entrepreneurs. So, bottom line is, how are you supposed to stand out when your idea and what you sell is not original at all? But here is the cool thing. You can actually make what you sell, your service, your product, original, and you can use that in your marketing to attract more leads, more buyers, and I think that's what we all want, right? So if you don't have pen and paper, then grab that now if you can. I'm gonna go over these fairly quickly because I think when you're done, you're gonna have some time to sit down and think about and evaluate your business and how you can stand out. Now, one thing I always hear from ladies that I work with, what I first hear is, well, what I sell, there's nothing special about it. But there is, in fact, something special about it, even if you have to be a little bit creative, okay? So, number one, how are you unique? So, number one, what specific thing do you do that's different compared to everybody else? Okay, so for an example, as a common example, Domino's Pizza. They used a marketing that made them stand out from everybody else selling pizza. Do you remember what it was? Well, they didn't care about whether or not their pizza tasted great. Their special marketing tactic was that they will get your pizza to you in 30 minutes or less, right? Or it's free. So that is one thing that they did. They weren't selling any new special pizza. Hey, Ashley. They were basically just changing up what made them special and what they could offer their customers that was different from everyone else. So if you're starving and you're ready to eat and you've got crying children, or you're in a dorm and you're hungry now, then what do? Are you gonna go and call the place up that sells great pizza, but you're gonna get it in an hour or so? No, you want it now. So that's why you would call Domino's instead. Got it? So that's number one. Hey. Number two, how do you uniquely benefit your target market? How can you uniquely benefit your target market? So an example of this is when Harry Potter books went for sale. They targeted the bookstores that were independently owned, and they created a whole experience for that release. So the book didn't get released or unsold till midnight. So people came in, they dressed up as their favorite characters, they had snacks, they browsed around. That gave a unique experience for those bookstores because they made more sales that night. And so that's the kind of thing you could think of. So even though, hey Stephanie, even though you are not selling anything that's different than ever existed, you can change your marketing and you can offer offer something that is different from everybody else, which is what's going to attract people to you. All right, so that's number 3. That's another question to think about. 4th question you can ask yourself. What's the opportunity gap? So what void can you fill that your competitors don't? So an example is Panera. Okay, they filled that middle gap of restaurants between like fast food chains like McDonald's and then the full service restaurants like Chili's and Applebee's and Olive Garden. They sit right in the middle. So that's a question that you can ask yourself for your business is where's the gap there that you can fill that void for? Think about that. Number 5. Hey, Lintoy, how are you? Thanks for joining. Can you add personality in a way that nobody else can in your business? So maybe you don't have a great personality or it's not unique, fine. Maybe this would not be something that you would try to put into your business, but maybe you do. So what's unique about you compared to everybody else that's out there? If you guys follow Joe Cross and you know that he creates controversy, which are there other people that do? Yes, but you don't see it as often. So that's a unique thing that he has. Me, I am the no BS. Let's just build a business, tell you how it is. I'm not one of the women online that's like, hey, if we just all be friends and we love each other, we'll just manifest some riches. No, I don't buy it. I'll be a happy, poor person, whatever. So can you add personality? Think about, okay, comedians, Penn and Teller. One of the people in there doesn't speak. Now that might not seem like a big deal, but that makes them different in a personality sense than any other comedian out there. So if you start to get your mind working, you'll start to kind of figure out some more ideas of your own. And if that's one thing that you can apply, maybe it's not, and that's fine. So another question to ask yourself, let's see. Can you offer a superior guarantee? Think about it. Can you or can you not? That might be something you use in your marketing. Number 7, can you deliver your product or service in exceptional speed, right? Okay, here's an example, Geico. You could go anywhere else, but why would you think to go to Geico? What was their marketing tactic that got you to remember them, and why would you call them? Because you can save up to 15% or less on car insurance in 15 minutes, right? So that was their unique thing that they could offer you that came to speed. So could you do that? Could you apply that in your business? I don't know. That's something you have to evaluate. All right, number 8, what do people hate about the business in the same category that you have the power to fix? Exactly, Joe, your unique selling proposition. So if everybody is, let's say, everybody is going to a certain daycare service, whatever. Let's just use Uber, okay? What do we hate about taxi cabs? My camera's shaking, sorry. What do we hate about taxi cabs? We hate waiting there, we hate someone else getting it, we're driving around, they're running up the meter, we hate all that. So Uber came in and solved many of those problems for us, right? So think about that in what you sell. What is it that everybody hates about those people? Maybe even a car salesperson. What do you hate about a car salesman? And then how could you be different in that, right? If you had a car dealership or you're a sales professional. All right. And number, 9, offer a price advantage over your competition. This one can be tricky, especially if you personally don't come up with the prices with your product or service. So let's say you're with a larger company, a network marketing type company, but I'm pretty sure if you thought about it, there may be a way that you can tweak some things and offer something different that nobody else is thinking of. And if you can't, that's fine. This doesn't have to be a category you apply, but I'm naming 10, so there's plenty of them for you to think about. Pick one and run with it. Number 10, what kind of special experience can you offer? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind are the movie theaters that have the dining in them. Why would I want, so if my problem is I want to go enjoy a movie, but I'm tired of just getting the candy and popcorn, whatever, then I would, or maybe I don't have enough time. If you're a mom and you've got a babysitter and you're paying her by the hour, or somebody's fussing, when are you going to come home? You don't have time for a 2-hour sit down dinner and then go see a movie for 2 hours, right? So maybe I would go to a movie theater that actually creates a different experience for me where I can enjoy a meal at the same time and watch my movie. So can you apply that in your business? Think about it, and maybe that's one that you run with. But the bottom line is here, and if you've missed any of the 10, replay this, share this with other women entrepreneurs, because this is important. Like I mentioned earlier, you are in the marketing business. It really does not matter what you sell. And you have to find out how you can market your product or service in a way that's going to help you attract more leads, a constant flow of leads to you versus going to Samantha or whoever they would go to, or XYZ company. So how can you do that? What can you offer? Ask yourself these 10 questions. Pick one, run with it, be creative. Sometimes it takes a little work, but I know you guys could do it. You have a great Friday, and I will talk to you ladies soon.